from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. As the race for the presidency remains tight on both sides of the aisle, candidates are working hard to secure votes this primary season. Pennsylvania's primary election is next Tuesday, and today in Hershey, Senator Ted Cruz made a stop to talk with PA residents as to why they should vote for him. WYLN's political reporter Tiffany Cloud was there this morning and has the details.
The presidential candidates are out in full force across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania this week leading up to the primary race on Tuesday, April 26th. Today, Senator Ted Cruz held a campaign rally for his presidential bid at the Antique Auto Museum in Hershey. A capacity crowd gathered inside to first hear words from former presidential candidate Carly Fiorina, who has been on the campaign trail stumping for Cruz. After she talked about the reasons Pennsylvanians should vote Cruz, the senator himself addressed the crowd.
And I am convinced the most long-lasting legacy of Barack Obama is going to be a new generation of leaders in the Republican Party who stand and fight for liberty, who stand and fight for the Constitution, and who stand and fight for the Judeo-Christian values that built this great nation.
Senator Cruz's speech focused on three primary topics: jobs, freedom, and security.
We're going to see millions and millions of new high-paying jobs, jobs coming back from Mexico, jobs coming back from China. We're going to see manufacturing jobs coming back to Pennsylvania. We're going to see wages rising again. We're going to see young people coming out of school filled with hopes, filled with dreams, with 2, 3, 4, 5 job offers.
He also talked about the importance of Pennsylvania voters this election cycle.
Right now, Hillary and I are tied in Pennsylvania. And I'll tell you this right now, we're coming back to Pennsylvania in October and November, and we're winning Pennsylvania in October and November.
Several people who support conservative values were asked to join Cruz on stage for his speech, including yours truly. After his speech, I had the opportunity for some one-on-one time with the senator himself, as did a few others who are running for delegate to the convention. He also took a special moment to thank my husband, Staff Sergeant Eric Olson, retired, for his service in Iraq and Afghanistan, and to pose for photos with both of us. Loman Henry, chair of the Pennsylvania Campaign for Cruz, informed me the senator will be spending time this week in Williamsport and will be returning back to the region in a few days to locations still to be announced. In Hershey for WYLN News, I'm Tiffany Cloud.
Thank you for that report, Tiffany. Hazleton City Council met last night to discuss the financial future for the city of Hazleton. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Many topics were discussed last night at the Hazleton City Council meeting. One of the topics is the city's financial issues.
You know, the mayor has said because of the budget situation that we could run out of money. We're working on getting some money to the city. I went up to the Water Authority asking them to help us out. The mayor was there also. It looks like they're receptive to helping us with some money, possibly in the neighborhood of, between $250,000 and $350,000, which would help us tremendously. And I thank them. Those guys have always, when we were in trouble, they've always helped us.
Monday says there is an executive session being held today.
The mayor has a plan to borrow $1 million, and we're going to talk about that at the executive session.
Council approved the mayor's request to obtain a Visa credit card with a $1,000 limit for purchasing operational supplies.
There's a few online purchases that I'd like to be able to make and have the freedom to do that without having to set up an account with each individual company that we do business with. Sometimes it's easier just to go online, grab something, or walk in the store, pick up one item, instead of worrying about having to be invoiced back and send a check out. And so it just makes things a lot simpler for everybody else.
Council also approved Resolution 2016-58.
One of the policemen is giving his sick time to another employee. And the mayor stated that it's going to save money by doing that. And, we took him at his word and we went along with that. And I also believe it could save some money because you're talking about overtime if the other person would have to leave. So we went on his recommendation and voted for it.
In Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Acting Luzerne County Manager David Pedri is indeed one of the 3 finalists for the full-time job. The 2 others are Jeffrey Beck of Mountaintop and David Johnson of Maple Valley, Washington. The finalists' names haven't been formally released by County Council, but the Times Leader got them from an anonymous source. Pedri has been the acting manager since Bob Lawton's resignation New Year's Day. He has also been the county's chief solicitor. Beck has held several positions in the banking industry and developed more than 30 commercial cleaning franchise operations in Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey. Johnston has been with the city manager of Maple Valley, Washington since 2009. Council plans to conduct interviews the first week of May. The case involving Harry's U-Pullet's proposed auto shredder is headed to county court. Harry's owner, Joseph Kress, wants to put the shredder at his auto parts yard at 1010 Winters Avenue. The project has been controversial with disputes over whether Hazel Township ever formally granted a permit amidst protests from property owners nearby. Attorneys for Kress and Frank Skakowski, a neighbor who objects to the shredder, held a conference with Judge Thomas Burke. Kress seeks a judge's ruling saying he'd gotten a zoning permit for the shredder in November and to declare that Skakowski challenged the zoning permit too late. No court hearing date has yet been set. Governor Tom Wolf has fired the head of the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission. Wolf didn't give a specific reason, but there are charges Gerald Robinson, who is black, used the N-word often when referring to blacks in the office and called whites in it crackers. The Philadelphia Daily News has reported a slew of allegations against the agency. 10 current and former staffers have complained in recent weeks that the commission had been quietly gutted under Robinson. Wolf's spokesman, Jareth Sheridan, said Joel Bolstein, a longtime commissioner and Bucks County lawyer, had been appointed interim chairman. The $20 bill will be getting a facelift. Former President Andrew Jackson will be replaced as the face of the bill by Civil War-era abolitionist Harriet Tubman. U.S. Treasury Department Secretary Japeth Liu made the announcement today. The Obama administration was planning to put a woman on the $10 bill. However, the renewed interest in Hamilton, the nation's first Treasury Secretary, the government decided to keep him and target the $20 bill. Concert tickets are now on sale for a musical salute to all who serve. The Alice C. Wilty Performing Arts Center in Hazleton is presenting the show that will feature the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. Patriotic songs and dramatic readings will be performed in honor of all of our armed forces and first responders. The concert will be held on Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. They can be purchased from any orchestra member or by calling 570-455-2188 at the door. All proceeds benefit the Wilty Center and the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, overall, not too bad of a day across northeastern PA. Temperature-wise, pretty decent, and we even saw the sunshine. Didn't have to worry about any precipitation, but that's going to change as we go into the rest of this week. Some rain will start to head in our direction, maybe some thunderstorms, but if you're traveling next couple hours, there you can see we got those pretty much clear skies, a couple of those high, thin cirrus clouds. That pretty much is about it. Nice evening for traveling, nice day for being outdoors. Not so nice in parts of New Jersey where there's frost advisories in effect. It still proves it can get quite chilly at night, even across here the northeast. Now, nothing to show you across the northeast. It's kind of quiet, but as you head out toward the west, we got some of those showers. They're going to start to spread toward the east, and temperature-wise, it is pretty nice out there. For the most part, 60s and lower 70s. So what can we expect the next couple of days? 7-day forecast straight ahead in just a few, Ann.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, we'll hear from Luzerne County's acting manager, David Pedri, about the state of the county and what he's promoting during County Government Month during this morning's Rotary Club breakfast meeting. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
You deserve to look your best.
Glenn Geisinger is a proven conservative running for Congress. Glenn Geisinger is a veteran of the 82nd Airborne Division who will keep our country safe. Glenn Geisinger is a small businessman who wants our economy to work for everyone. Glenn Geisinger is pro-life and pro-Second Amendment. Glenn Geisinger will find common sense answers to problems holding back our country. For principled leadership and conservative solutions, vote Glenn Geisinger on Tuesday, April 26th.
This is Glenn Geisinger, and I approve this message.
A member of the Luzerne County government addressed the audience at today's Rotary Club meeting. Our Julie Stefanovich has more on the story.
The Rotary Club of Hazleton hosted a red carpet breakfast at Genetti's in Hazel Township this morning. The guest speaker was acting Luzerne County Manager David Pedri. He said that the county has come a long way since 2012. Just 4 short years ago, it was facing a $400 million debt. Over $100 million of that has been paid off since then.
Making the financially stable decisions, we're making some considerations as we go on. We're making the tough decisions to make sure that we can keep this county going forward and get back on the path of economic benefits. We have a very stable tax base. We have a tax base that is elderly, and we want to make sure that you can't keep going back to the taxpayers for more and more and more and more. But obviously, there is a time that the county needs to make decisions, and we hope to make those decisions soon. The question is what our future will be for the county.
Pedri has been visiting high schools and organizations such as the Rotary to talk about all of the events happening in Luzerne County in April.
It's County Government Month, so what happens in County Government Month is our theme this year is Safe and Secure Counties. We've been having amazing events all throughout the county. We have Autism Awareness Month. We've had a job fair coming up on Thursday. We're doing things to make sure that people know these are the good things that they could do for Luzerne County. These are the good things that the Luzerne County does every single day.
He is especially interested in keeping young people in the area. When speaking to high school students, he urges them to become more involved in their community to make a brighter future in Luzerne County. The next Rotary Club meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, April the 27th. In Hazel Township, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504.
Well, we got plenty of sunshine overhead, and again, right now, looking at clear skies. Don't have to worry about any precipitation whatsoever. We have those mild temperatures in place, 60s to lower 70s, and winds very, very light. Just a spectacular day to be outdoors, and even this evening, perfect day to go for a walk or do something outside while the nice weather lasts, because we do have some changes in the forecast, some rain heading in our direction, even some thunderstorms. We'll talk more about those in a little bit. But first, on to the graphic. High pressure and control. That really allows sinking motion, which means little, if any, clouds. Just a couple of those high, thin cirrus clouds. That's about it. Dry, just perfect weather to take advantage of it across the northeast, because out toward the west, like I said, there is some rain. Well, parts of New Jersey, frost advisories in effect. And again, that just proves this time of year we can get some warm temperatures throughout the day, but nighttime hours we could still deal with some pretty chilly temperatures even throughout the month of April. Nothing to show you live 35 Skycast Doppler. It's dry, Wilkes-Barre through Scranton, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Williamsport, out through Lewisburg. Don't have to worry about any precipitation. 66 outside our television station in Hazleton, feeling pretty good out there. 68 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 65 in Mount Pocono, 70 degrees in Philly as well as Harrisburg, 71 in Williamsport, 68 degrees in Happy Valley in State College. Mid to upper 60s to near 70 degrees in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman. Just a couple of streaks of high, thin clouds. That is about it. With high pressure and control, things looking pretty good. Some of those clouds will start to roll in as we go into tomorrow. And look at the rain. Some of the rain coming in from the west toward the east. That's going to overspread our area as we go into our Thursday night, and especially going into our Friday. We're going to have to deal with some rain, some showers. The possibility of a couple of thunderstorms can't be ruled out. So we stay mild through tonight. Tomorrow, another great day, 60s to near 70 degrees, staying mild for tomorrow night. And there you can see early Friday morning temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees. So milder even tomorrow. Looking very nice out there. Just out toward the west, though, clouds increase. Got some rain and some showers and thunderstorms. They expand toward the east. They'll be here as we go into our Friday. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect the next few days going into tomorrow, looking nice. 67, 68, some showers and storms for Friday. Weekend, cooler but dry, near 60 degrees, some showers early next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: a pick 227, a pick 3831, and a pick 44658. Pick 5 numbers 0, 1, 4, 2, 0, and treasure hunt numbers 7, 10, 12, 14, and 20. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after this break.
The Helping Hand Society's annual telethon will be held Saturday, April 23rd, live from the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton and broadcast on Wyln TV 35. Enjoy local and regional entertainment all day Saturday from noon until 11 p.m. The Helping Hand Society's annual telethon live from the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton on Wyln TV 35.
Welcome back to WILN News. I'm Erin Harvey, and with me today I have Will Forte, who is in the B Street Band, and they will be performing at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center this Saturday. So I'm just going to start off by asking you, how did the band start?
In the late 70s, I joined a few musicians from the Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area. The band was called Star. They were a cover band, rock and roll, classic rock and roll. Star began to make periodic trips to the Jersey Shore to play at the nightclub scene, which was very rich at that time because of the drinking age at 18, and all the social activity was situated at all the bars. And as we as we became more popular in the area in New Jersey, we made the move down into New Jersey to be a full-time band in the Jersey area. At that point, although we played all the different artists' classic rock music, Springsteen was a thing that kind of really was our forte. No pun intended. From that point, we decided that we had to make a move, well, more or less my decision, of either becoming an original band or doing something that would differentiate from all the other bands that were down on the Jersey Shore playing at that time. And then on May 19th, 1980, I came up with the idea, and we started our first gig in Asbury Park, New Jersey on May 19th, 1980 as Backstreets, a tribute to the Boss. And we were Backstreets through the 1980 through 1988, whereby at that time we had to change our name because of a court case we were involved in to the B Street Band.
Okay, so how many years is that you guys have been around for?
Let me see, I'm 27 now, so no, okay, it's actually 36 years, the band, this May 19th.
Okay, so what type of songs will you guys be performing?
Good question. One thing about our band, and again, I want to stress that we are a Springsteen tribute band, and we are the old Backstreets, which a lot of you people used to come and see in the 80s, and then you got married and had 22 kids, and then you never went out again. But that's us. The B Street Band is Backstreets. But we're going to do a lot of requests from the audience. There's some songs like Jungle Land and some early Springsteen repertoires of songs that I would like to have put in for the night. But we're going to take a lot of input from the crowd.
Okay, so how many shows would you say that you do a year?
We average about 200 gigs a year. And we go from anywhere from Maine to the islands to the West Coast. We actually have 2 jobs this summer coming up where we perform on the East Coast on a Friday night, and on Saturday night we're in Santa Barbara, California on the following night. So we go from East Coast to West Coast in one night. So we do get around.
Okay, so I know you're going to be, like I said, at the Alice Wyln Performing Arts this Saturday, so how can people purchase tickets for that?
Okay, first of all, that is my old high school and a lot of my friends' old high school. And a lot of us play sports there. A lot of us had all our social activities from that high school. So I'm asking as a favor a lot of our alumni to please come out and support the Stice for HIP with the B Street Band, and especially for Springsteen's music. How can you pass that up? You can buy tickets at the door, but there's a lot of outlets, including Third Base, Boscov's, Shop 2, Casadas' Bar. There's multiple places that you can buy advance tickets and save some money. And if you need more information, go to the bstreetband.com website, and I'll have a list of all the outlets you can buy advance tickets.
All right, Willie, thank you so much for coming in today. And
Thank you for having me.
No
I appreciate
problem.
it.
I hope everyone comes out this Saturday again.
Come on, Hazelton. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
And again, it's at the Alice Wyln Performing Arts Center this Saturday. And stay tuned for more news coming your way on Wyln.
Glenn Geisinger is a proven conservative running for Congress. Glenn Geisinger is a veteran of the 82nd Airborne Division who will keep our country safe. Glenn Geisinger is a small businessman who wants our economy to work for everyone. Glenn Geisinger is pro-life and pro-Second Amendment. Glenn Geisinger will find common sense answers to problems holding back our country. For principled leadership and conservative solutions, vote Glenn Geisinger on Tuesday, April 26th.
This is Glenn Geisinger, and I approve this message.
"13 straight trips to the postseason, 13 straight trips the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins have failed to capture the Calder Cup. Year 14's quest starts tonight. The Baby Penguins host the Providence Bruins in Game 1 on Wednesday at 7:05 from Mohegan Sun Arena. Technically, the Bruins, the 4 seed, and have home ice, the Pens the 5, but the way the AHL formats it, the lower seed gets 2 games at home, followed by the next 3 on the road. The goalie situation, an interesting one for Wilkes-Barre-Scranton. Tristan Jarry was with Pittsburgh as recently as last night, but returned to town this morning. However, head coach Clark Donatelli announced that Casey DeSmith will get the nod in net for Game 1. The Bruins are 4-2 against the Pens this season, including a 3-1 victory on Saturday. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have highlights from Game 1. Former Hazleton area standout Russ Kanzler has found a new home in baseball, very close to his hometown. Wyln Sports' John Eric Poli has the story.
Since last season ended, Russ Kanzler has been waiting for a new team to sign him. This afternoon, the wait was finally over.
Russ Kanzler is once again a member of the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, except this time, he won't be wearing a uniform.
The Rail Riders have hired the Cunningham native to work in their front office as a business development executive. They have several plans on how they will use Kanzler, and the former International League Player of the Year is happy to be a part of the staff.
He's going to help us, put ourselves on the map, at least in the Hazleton area to start with. He's going to be an ambassador for us there, get into the chamber, help us with the youth programs there, be a face in the community for us. And then he's also going to do some radio and television, so so people they recognize him. I think it's going to be a nice addition.
It's exciting, man. Like I said, this is like my rookie season again. I have to prove myself to my new team, and they have such a great team here, and you can tell that there's a lot of positive changes going on. So there's some nerves, but there's some good nerves.
Kanzler has played for 11 different organizations since he was drafted by the Cubs in the 30th round of the 2004 MLB Draft. Kanzler believes that the experience with so many different organizations will help him excel in the front office of the Rail Riders.
My experience in the game is going to speak for itself. 12 years of playing and traveling all over the country, and as a player you take kind of a mental log on where it's done right and where it's done wrong, and you start to develop some of your favorite places to play. So in that regard, I like to give these guys kind of a player's experience on what we like to see as a player. What's a great experience for the player, what's a great experience for the fan, and a great atmosphere.
For Wyln Sports, I'm John Eric Poli.
Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
I want you to attend the Kids, Clays, and Vets benefit fundraiser for the Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club at Whitetail Shooting Preserve, Saturday, April 30th, starting at 9 a.m. There'll be a trap competition, stick-station money shoot, sporting clays, and Dirty Harry pistol range. Great food, tricky trays, vendors. You get to meet Staff Sergeant Eric Olson from the Wyln TV show Warriors Summit Outdoors. Plus, World War II vehicles will be on display all day. The Kids, Clays, and Vets benefit fundraiser at Whitetail Shooting Preserve, Saturday, April 30th, starting at 9.
Welcome to the Extreme, the place where the greatest strength is your amazing enthusiasm, where there's nothing more explosive than the sound of your applause. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey presents Circus Extreme. Get ready for the greatest show on earth. Dare to experience Circus Extreme. Kids tickets are $10, playing April 28th through May 1st at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
Hi, I'm Ann Gownley, News Director at Wyln, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
Well, we're dry. We'll stay dry through tomorrow, at least most of the day. Then going into tomorrow night, and as we go into our Friday, we're going to have to deal with some rain showers, and even the possibility of some thunderstorms. And temperatures we've seen today very similar to what we'll see tomorrow, and even as we go into our Friday. But then after that, it's going to be a little bit cooler for the weekend. At least though tomorrow, for the most part, we should hang on to the drier conditions as compared to what's out toward the west. Some showers and storms are going to get here as we go into our Friday, even Thursday night. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect going into tomorrow. Not looking too bad. Those temperatures pretty nice this time of year. Same holds true for Friday. Some showers and thunderstorms around, and then that brings in some cooler weather for the weekend, but still near 60 degrees. And you know what? Looking nice, very nice for the Helping Hands telethon that we're going to have live for you this Saturday. By all means, go to the Health and Wellness Center in Hazleton. And it's going to have a lot of great entertainment and raise some money for a great cause.
It is. It's always a great telethon, and for it to be, a beautiful
and it's new
day.
Home too.
It is. It's a new home for the Helping Hands Society Telethon, but it's going to be a nice day.
All day.
So of course, all the performers bringing in all their equipment. there's nothing to worry about as long as Friday is the only day that it's going to rain.
We'll
and
keep
it
our
doesn't move
fingers
into
crossed.
Saturday.
It looks like a good weekend.
All right, well, that's all that matters. And the Helping Hand Society Telethon Saturday here from noon until 11 p.m. Have a good night, everyone.